2018, we launched it in China, and as of 2 months ago, we're now active in Houston. We're excited for kind of shaping this practice up. In September 10, we're going to have a selection day event of about 20 to 30 startups that are going to be selected by the group of partners. So stay tuned. You'll get more information about our activities in Houston. The focus areas of that practice is defined by the group of corporations. Most of our partners currently are in the oil and gas space, but they're looking at the future of the energy sector. A lot of the areas as it relates to sustainability, smart city, electrification, all those areas that we see today here in Energy Group and some of the other groups in Silicon Valley and beyond, we're going to see them hopefully in Houston, and we're going to replicate the model that we have here. So private deal flow sessions will be curated for each of those corporate partners. The graduation of this program, so batch 5 graduation, will be during our fall summit, October 22nd to October 24th. So the startups that are pitching today, we like to keep we collect the votes from the partners, and then we select about half of these companies that will get into the program. And as you all know, it's a program that gives a non-equity requirement opportunity for the startups to come and participate in the program and hopefully land some of the corporate partners or some of the other corporations in the group as their clients. And they will graduate October 22nd to 24th, where we will have about 150 startups pitch, 300 partners on site. Some of you have attended our previous expos. Our fall expo will be also a great demo day of technologies that we see today. We have a couple of interesting events. One is around water technologies. We're having a 2 or 3 hour session around the trends in the water industry, so water distribution, water desalination, water treatment. That event is on July 24th. So if you're interested, if you're in the area, let us know. We'll give you the information. There are going to be startup pitches and keynote speech and panel discussions. We have a zero plastic waste event also together with some of our supply chain and logistics, some of the shipping companies and railroads and maritime around zero plastic waste on August 8th. Again, so if you're in the area and you're interested in that topic, please come and follow us on our LinkedIn and some of the newsletters that we sent out. So you're welcome to join those events as well. Our working group is growing, so is our team. So we brought 2 new team members on board, Eric and Petram and Alberto. Raise your hands. All right, welcome. So if you see them, we're going to spend the whole day today. Say hi to them. Some portfolio updates. Some of our startups in our portfolio are growing really rapidly. Ondaka is a company that visualizes assets. They're raising their Series A round. So if you're interested in participating in that round, Ondaka is an interesting company using computer vision technologies and machine learning to give a high fidelity image of your assets. It's more focused on the oil and gas space. They're not here today, but if you're interested in having discussion with them, feel free to give us a holler. Another company that we have invested in called Data Gumbo that uses blockchain to automate contracts for the oil and gas supply chain. So that's also a company that's making a home run. If you're interested in becoming a customer to them, they already raised a round by Equinor, and they're ready to work with new oil and gas companies. A few other companies that in our portfolio are focusing on the electricity sector and storage. Tank2 is a company that uses golf ball size storage cells that turns the whole container that these balls fall into a storage. They're about to announce the raise of their new round. That's a kind of more heavy capital heavy investment that requires to take them to the next round. So if you're interested in that area, you can get in touch with Tank2. We brought Sterblue in our portfolio. Sterblue uses drones and computer vision to monitor the grid lines. So that's an area that's heavily focused only for the electric utility sector. So Sterblue is another company that joined our portfolio as of last week. G Batteries, they're in the fast charging space for the electric vehicles and charging infrastructure. They also raised their round, and they're acquiring new customers. So if you're interested in that transition of mobility and energy sector, that's an area you should be looking out for. So today, as we're speaking, we're having a selection day in Arkansas with Walmart, J.B. Hunt, and Tyson Foods around supply chain and logistics innovation. So we have about 20 to 30 startups pitching right now in Bentonville, and the group of partners are selecting the companies that will enter that program, which I think has a lot of adjacency to this group. So stay tuned, and we'll give you some update on those technologies. And if you're interested in Arkansas, come talk to us afterwards. Yeah, so before lunch, we're going to go around and introduce our partners and corporations that are attending. We have 2 sessions of startup pitches, one before lunch and one after lunch. So before we head over to lunch, I'll ask our partners to give a quick introduction of themselves. So for the startups, if you're around, please make sure you stick around. And then we have a speed dating, a speed networking back there. So the partners have a table, and the startups can go and meet with them. We'd like to limit that meeting to 10 minutes, so please don't pass that 10 minutes that you're given. And with those house cleaning items and welcoming, I again want to thank you for being here. We have 2 keynote speakers, and without further ado, I'd like to invite our first keynote speaker, Mark Lashin.